Alright, so I got a little example for you here today on using OneVariable tables, and this is actually found in your textbook. I'm going to do one of practice exercises here. So first part of this will be out of page 619 if you want to follow along out of your textbook. So we got here is an example here where we have an annual salary for an employee, and we're going to give them some sort of bonus rate. We're not quite sure what that bonus percentage is going to be. Let me just kind of click through these various cells here. So, and then there's a tax rate along with that. So if we, for our employees earning $75,000 a year, if they have a bonus of 4%, that bonus is going to work out to be 4% times 75 grand, which is $3,000. Income tax on that's going to be 28% times $3,000, and then the net bonus will be the difference of those two. Okay, so let's play with this number. We're bonus percentage 4%. What if we went lower, higher, all that stuff? And what I'm going to try and do over here is I'm going to create a variable table, and I'll go ahead and put, we'll start with 5% increments. We'll put 4% somewhere in the middle there. So let's start with the 0.005, which is 0.5%, okay, or 0.5%. We'll go ahead and put that in there right away, and then let's go through and let's create a series here. And a nice kind of slick way of doing that is if I can come over here and click on series. All right, and what I want to do is start with columns here instead of rows, because what I want to do here is I want this to be 0.5, then 1.0, 1.5, 2.0, etc. So my step here, I switch to columns. My step's going to be 0.5%, okay, which would be 0.005. And I want to go ahead and continue that series all the way up to 5%, which is 0.05. All right, so I'll click OK. It'll be a linear growth, and boom, kind of a quick way to put that together. And now I have I guess the column that I'm going to use for my OneVariable table, and I got to fill in the other values here. So what I'm looking for here is, okay, what's going to be the individual's gross balance, income tax, and then net balance from this particular exercise. Okay, what kind of variables can we put in here? All right, so I go to put in their let's calculate these to start with. All right, so I'm going to say, all right, let me go over here and I'm going to use this now. And I'm going to say, all right, let's take the gross, whoops, this will equal our gross. This will equal our income tax. And then this will equal our net. Whoop. All right, so for this particular example at 4%, our bonus is $3 grand, our income tax $840, and then our net bonus is going to be $2160. And what I want to do now is take these values and put together a OneVariable table. So I start off by selecting the entire table, the entire range. All right, and I have a nice little tool over here that allows me to do that. I'll find my what if. Where's my what if? Data tools. Here's my what if. It's kind of minimized. I'm gonna kind of blow this up for just a minute. Now, when you blow it up, you'll see that this data tool will kind of project a little bigger, a little easier to see. I can't do it for my video here, but I'll show you right where it is. It's under my data tools, and I click here, and I want to create a data table. All right, and here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and calculate where my column input is, because I want this to change here. All right, my column input's coming from this cell right here, cell B3. So I'm going to put that in there, B3, and then it will go ahead and automatically calculate the rest of the values. All right, so let's try to make some sense out of this. And the first thing I'll do is go ahead and take this and change it to currency. All right, so my OneVariable table with the simple little tool I have here, if I give a 0.5% bonus, all right, that works out to, with $75,000 as their annual salary, a $375 bonus. All right, versus if I give them a 5% bonus, all right, 5% of $75,000 works out to be $3,750. All right, and then we can go ahead and calculate the income tax and the net bonus as well. Alright, so that's the way we put together our table. Now what I want to do is kind of a slick little trick here. Right here I want to put the rate of the bonus. I'll put that in, and I'm going to go ahead and boldface that. And then rather than have 3,840 and 2160, I need to make this so that it makes a little more sense here with the heading. Alright, because I have, if you look at this, this is the 4% rate, and if I go down here it's redundant because here's the 4% rate down here. So what I'll go ahead and do at this point is I'm just going to do a little, change our numbering system here. I'm going to come up with a custom number. I'll change this to general. Alright, and in general I'm going to put a text value here, and I want this to say bonus. I'll click OK. So now that'll view that now becomes bonus. Here I'll do the same thing. I'll boldface that, center it. Do the same thing over here. Go to my numbers. I'm going to create a custom number design here as well. And this one I'm going to have taxes. Alright, notice how I'm putting this in quotes too. I always put text in quotes. I'll do my last custom numbering here. This last one is, we'll go ahead and label net bonus. Okay, whoop, got something kind of funky there, which not quite wide enough, is it? Alright, and then I'll go ahead and boldface that and center it. Alright, so that's a one variable table.